Tiger Woods is under some scrutiny.
I saw this story yesterday that some family that had their son working at his restaurant.
This is bizarre.
Ends up dying in a car accident. And he was a drunk.
It's bizarre because I started peeling back some of the layers of the onion. And what's bizarre is the amount that the family is seeking in the wrongful death lawsuit from Tiger Woods, a man that's worth
millions, I would imagine.
Millions on top of millions on top of millions. What is Tiger Woods' net worth? I mean, it's got to be close to $1 billion. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Prior to cheating scandal and all that stuff, he was tracking in that direction.
Yeah, now he's back. He won the Masters.
Yeah, so I mean,
people are interested in him again.
Let's see, what is net worth in 2019?
Even more than they were. So this, from what I understood, is this guy was working at his restaurant as a bartender, and he was an alcoholic, and the family is suing Tiger Woods, and I think his girlfriend or something, because she was a manager there. But
you'll never guess the amount. And when I say you'll never guess the amount, like the amount is so astronomically low to what you would think Tiger Woods would be getting sued for in a wrongful death lawsuit.
Tiger Woods is being sued for $15 million.
No, 15,000. Look at that. Look
my God,
where the dots are.
That's 1,000?
Yes, it's nothing.
What?
I know.
You know what? I just looked at 15 and I saw zeros and I thought it was $1 million.
No, it's 15,000.
How much is his net worth?
$800 million.
Oh my God.
Is his net worth?
This is a joke. Well, I thought it was a joke when they said they're suing him. They're suing his girlfriend because she was apparently a manager there, and they're suing other employees that were at the bar or the restaurant.
They're essentially suing the business for $15,000 for the wrongful death of their son.
Because he got drunk and then left the bar and then went and got in an accident and died in a car accident.
They maintain that Tiger Woods knew about his propensity towards alcohol and that he understood that he was an alcoholic and still gave him drinks on the job because he was an employee for the restaurant.
Okay, none of this makes sense. Number one, what bartender do you know the owner comes in and goes, "Hey, start drinking. I want you to start drinking these."
I don't know.
Start drinking right now. Start drinking. And why would he know? What are they friends? Like, people don't just run around and tell people they're an alcoholic unless they're friends with them. Would you run up to your boss and tell him that you're an alcoholic?
The suit says that Tiger is individually liable in this action because he participated in serving of alcohol. It continues. The suit says Tiger knew or reasonably should have known that Emmisberger, that's the man that died, was habitually addicted to the use of any or all alcoholic beverages and was a habitual drunkard. So Tiger knew of his propensity, despite the fact that he knew of his propensity, continued to give him alcoholic drinks. This is what I picture, okay? Tiger Woods, his girlfriend was the manager of the bar. His current girlfriend was the manager of the bar at the time. It's his bar. And then some other employees. You're sitting around after a long day at work. Tiger Woods is there. Hey, you guys want to sit down and have some drinks? Okay, let's sit down and have some drinks. They sit down and have some drinks. Nicholas Emmisberger has too many drinks.
But you're speculating all this. This isn't...
Right, but you can see it's likely that in a situation like that, have you worked at a bar? Do you guys ever sit around and do drinks afterwards?
No, you would be fired for that. But I also didn't have the owner sitting there either, so...
I think that there are people that sit around and drink.
I have a friend that owned a bar, and after everybody was kicked out after 2, there would be times we'd sit there and have another drink.
Yeah. He would have another drink, and he would have some of his employees building camaraderie type thing. I could see this happening. I don't think it's far-fetched. Like you think it's far-fetched that Tiger Woods would be sitting around drinking with some of his employees.
Responsibility is that if you're an alcoholic to stay sober. It's your responsibility. Now, I can't expect me to control what you do.
Right. I understand.
It's like a fat person. You know what? Yesterday they brought in a bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts in here. I'm trying to eat healthier, and I'm not trying not to eat donuts. So I had to sit there and look at those damn donuts all day. Did I eat one? No. But am I going to sue Seth because his daughter was doing a fundraiser and he brought the donuts in because I ended up eating 5 of them and I gained a few pounds? And now I'm more obese? I don't know.
The restaurant has a responsibility at some point in time, because you're not just talking about just Tiger Woods. It's the restaurant. It's the business that Tiger Woods just happens to own that is responsible for this man's death in his parents' eyes and in maybe some other people's eyes, like judges and juries and things like that. Because if they gave him too much to drink, they should have taken the keys to his car. They should have arranged a ride home for him.
If that's the case.
They should have done something along those lines.
Well, if that was the case, and they talked to an attorney and they filed a lawsuit, $15,000? Come on.
It doesn't seem...
This is somebody's life.
You're basically saying my son's life was worth $15,000.
Like, no, they don't have any...
Less than the Corvette that he drove away in and was killed in.
I'm sorry, but when I look at that number, it says $15,000 and Tiger Woods is worth $800 million.
It does. The numbers don't match up, right?
I'm thinking they don't have any information or evidence, if you will, about what happened that night. And what you just speculated would probably be great for their case. But that's probably not the case. Because if it was the case, that number wouldn't be 15,000, it would be 15 million.
I don't know what the details are behind this.
I'm just saying, do you hear what I'm saying?
I think in any instance, that number's too low. They have a horrible attorney. Their attorney is the worst. The worst attorney, because like the attorney was like, he was like, okay, I think we can get $15,000.
Yeah, what is he, some strip mall attorney in Jupiter, Florida?
Took a look at everything. I think we can get $15,000. Like, this will be settled and brushed under the rug very quickly by Tiger Woods, who's worth $800 million. $15,000. Okay, here. Sorry that your son died. Here's your $15,000. Let's call it a day.
I wouldn't do that if it's Tiger, because then it's admitting guilt.
Yeah. Is it really in the headlines? I mean, it's not.
But a lot of times
everybody wasn't talking about it
when you
yesterday.
settle, it's confidential and nobody has to know. And if he feels like he wants to do something for the family because he feels bad, but at the same time, it's not his responsibility that the guy's an alcoholic, right? I mean, that's on you. You got to take some,
Yeah, but you should have an ethical responsibility. If somebody's an alcoholic, you don't set a bottle of Open Jack in front of them.
You don't
and
hire him as a bartender.
Hey,
You don't put him behind a bar to make drinks. I mean, Sam Malone did it in Cheers, but that was a TV show.
And he had struggles. He had his struggles with it, too, if you remember correctly. But what is fascinating to me is now I learned that Tiger Woods has a girlfriend. I didn't know he had a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. He's had it they've been dating for over a year.
Couple years.
Yeah.
But it's funny because he has gotten
pretty average looking.
He has gotten better at golf over the last couple of years, hasn't he? But girlfriend does not come without drama.
This is a woman he's been dating for the last couple of years.
Right.
She was a restaurant manager at his restaurant.
She was his restaurant
and he started
manager.
Dating her.
And then they started dating, which tells me that he's close with the staff. That's why I came to that conclusion that there was a possibility that they were
maybe he was hanging out,
pumping dude full of drinks before he went and crashed his Corvette. But back in the late aughts and in 2010, his girlfriend had $20,000 in taxes that were leaned against. She had a tax lien placed on her in 2013.
20,000?
20,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, restaurant manager salary, I don't know what a restaurant manager makes working for Tiger Woods, but if she's dating Tiger Woods,
probably not a whole lot, but
she's dating Tiger Woods, it's probably you can make more money being Tiger Woods' girlfriend than you could being his restaurant manager. I'm just spitballing.
What kind of restaurant is it?
It's an upper scale
restaurant.
Yeah.
But she makes $100,000.
Yeah, but 20% of your annual income is wanted by the IRS. And also, it doesn't say what the lawsuit was for, but she was sued for $450,000 previously, not by the IRS. So she's on the hook for $470,000, right?
Wow.
He's reportedly been helping her through this, meaning probably paying for a lot of this as they've been dating. And she has become financially stable since they started dating a couple years ago. But I maintain that that's a little bit of drama, right? If you had somebody coming to you and they're like, hey, I'm dating you, but you know what? I'm $450,000 in debt.
I'm worth $800 million, almost $1 billion. So yeah, that's not a big deal.
Here you go.
I have that in my back pocket. Let me pull it out of my wallet.
But since they have this drama of unpaid bills and they have this drama of the wrongful death lawsuit, he's been playing better golf, hasn't he?
Well,
I mean, he won the Masters.
He won one tournament.
He won the Masters.
He won one tournament, and I'm not following it.
The stacked field at the Masters. I maintain that Tiger Woods needs some kind of drama, and golf's a very psychological sport. Okay? It's a very psychological sport. You need to
have a bunch of things going on that you would think distract most people.
Right.
But for some reason that makes them play better.
For some reason, Dirk Nowitzki, very, very famous, famously documented situation where his wife was essentially abusing him, not only verbally, but
I haven't heard this story.
Physically and financially. And it was a very public divorce at the time. This was probably a decade ago. And he said that, they said, how are you able to play so good through this? He's like, it's great. I go out there every night, and it's like the 2 hours that I can focus on something else and not have to focus on the wreck that my personal life has become. Maybe Tiger Woods, it increases his focus when he goes out on the golf course if he's got crazy going on. Because look what he did to himself. Yeah. Look what he did to himself famously.
Well, he was seeing all those women
having affairs
and
with like 40 people and
trying to hide it from his wife.
Prescription drugs and hiding it from his wife and driving down the driveway and wrecking the Escalade and all that stuff.
Well, she was getting chased by her.
Right. No, I understand. But it was all drama. It was all drama when he was playing really well.
No, but just, trying to go and have an affair with 20 plus different women and keeping it from your wife. Like that would be a lot of drama that you're trying to.
And when he was doing that,
he was playing great
at the top of his game.
Right.
So now he's found another way to introduce some drama into his life. He's got a lawsuit against him for wrongful death. That's terrible. God, that would crush me. But maybe it's so much of a distraction that his retreat is now the golf course. He's not thinking about things on the golf course, but golf. He's like, it helps him to lock in and be like laser pinpointed focus on getting the task at hand accomplished, and that is doing really well at golf. I can kind of see that. Some people, you can't, the psychology of different people is different to everybody. Like, what I say, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Maybe this is a tool to help Tiger Woods deal with that.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe you should be a therapist.
Me?
Yeah.
Or Tiger Woods?
Dr. Jeff.
Well,
look at you, just broke this guy down.
There are people that are high-functioning drama addicts. Like there's high-functioning alcoholics, there's high-functioning potheads, and there's high-functioning drama addicts. Like people will be super successful with a ton of drama in their life. And that drama might drive their success. They're like, hey, the bottom could fall out at any moment because of all the drama that I've got going on in my life. I need to do well at my profession. So it's a fight or flight type scenario.
Just listening to this conversation is giving me anxiety.
Why?
Just because
did you kill somebody?
Just thinking like if you had all this drama going on, why am I doing a really good job?
No, you're not. Never mind. I guess you didn't kill anybody.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.